There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from getting up out of the club. Qualified people who willing to serve. Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The brothers giving us the end, the promise from them. The welcome and life without again.
I lyrical health.
Master.
Play Paris, who make you I can't Sktv-Lib. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And you no money, and more I know. And you love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the local and grandmaster.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could buy ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could buy ya to money, and I forget it now ya to money. That's the TV, and I don't forget it now, cause you walk on my ya to money.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the local and grandmaster.
There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from getting up out of the club. Qualified people who willing to serve. Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving us here in the premise from them. To welcome my life without fear. From Campus and Nima to Lupa, from River Test, River G to Chiga, from Banku, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat, the Sun to Basulu, from Maryland, Bronx to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
And that he will going forward and allow the power workers to freely speak and do their job freely and peacefully. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, fellow workers and fellow Liberians, enough is enough. We have rested for so long and we have been suppressed on the other party leadership of Eugene Lami Fagon. And says that Mr. Fagon makes a commitment that he will stop the intimidation and molestation of workers and that he will going forward and allow the power workers to freely speak and do their job freely and peacefully. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, fellow workers and fellow Liberians, enough is enough. We have rested for so long and we have been suppressed on the other party leadership of Eugene Lami Fagon. And says that Mr. Fagon makes a commitment that he will stop the intimidation and molestation of workers and that he will going forward and allow the power workers to freely speak and do their job freely and peacefully. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, fellow workers and fellow Liberians,
Well, folks, let me use the time to say a pleasant good evening to all of you, our dear travel listeners. Sorry for coming a little bit late, but 40 minutes, right? We were setting up behind the same door. Look, this country is interesting. Look, whenever things happen, some of us, we see things from a distance, and we predict and think about what's going to happen next in months years to come, right? So you just listen to the workforce of the LBS that they work for you. This country is just. But anyway, good evening, folks. Good evening and welcome. Welcome to the SKTV Thursday edition, right here on Truth FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. And I'm John C. Maven Kula. My team panelists will be joining me very, very soon. Let me see. Monk will be joining us. Sekou will be joining us. Steve bereaved. So for now on, Steve is off. So Steve will not join us. Maybe hopefully next week or better stay at the end of this month. Steve will be joining us. But those of you who have Steve contact or better stay who Steve always talk, please reach out to Steve and yes, indeed, and say hi sir to Steve. That's the best thing to do because whenever somebody have their or they in their bad time or when they are bereaved, that's the time that you reach out to that special person and reach out and say, extend your sympathy. Thank God Sekou is already here. Yes, indeed. I wanted to play this video quickly. Let me see this video while Sekou also join us very soon. Oh, where's the video? Sorry though. I thought the video already in queue. Yeah, so the activity of the late Senator Prince Wahad Johnson still continue. And these are things that will be bringing you live right on your doorstep for those of you who always follow the SKTV show. But again, I'm Johnson Maben Kula. Today is Thursday, having to be the 16th of January, the first month in the year 2025. Wow. God be God, oh. God be God, oh. 2025. After we finish question over to what? Vision 2024. Nothing to achieve, but we move. 2025. Somebody talk about Vision 2030. Well, anyway, thank God. Let me see this video quickly. Let me play this video. Yeah, let me play. Oh, sorry, though. Let me play the video quickly so that some of us we can watch and listen. Yeah, those of you who watching, this is the highlights of the listening to Prince Wahad Johnson. I think you're watching. Let me see. Let me see the audio.
So Sanikore City, there's a huge crowd in front of us. This is the arrival of Prophet Key. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are in Sanikore, where we have also come to be a part of the comfort in Sanikore City. The armed forces of Labrador just arrived. The watching post. The motorcyclists are here. Keep watching, keep watching. This is the car of Prophet Key. This is the car of Prophet Key. These are the motorcyclists that have come to escort the prophet from Ganta all the way to Sanikore City. So I want to say welcome on today's broadcast. And I bring you this live from Sanikore City. This is the happening for today, and it is happening live in Sanikore. Stay tuned. Keep watching. The Sakoles are here with the prophet. And we want to say thanks to all of the motorcyclists because they are doing extremely well. This is the love that the people have for Prophet Key in Lima County, Liberia at large. So I want to appreciate all of you who are watching, all of you who are live with us. I want to say thank you. We have to bring you all of the happenings Like we have this is Prophet Key waving with his sour stick in his hand. Prophet Key. This is the convoy of Prophet Key. The motorcyclists who have escorted Prophet Key from Ganta bring their own gas, buy their own gas from Ganta to Sanikole. This tells you that the people of Nimba love Prophet Key. Oh, okay, Prophet Key is about to get down and walk. So stay tuned. Prophet Key, yeah, yeah. Who the motorcycle has asked him to get down and walk along with them, and he has just done as he was asked to do. So this is the Prophet Key with his beautiful wife. We are here in San Jose City. Other folks are here to take picture with the Prophet. So, you see, the students are also here to see Prophet Key. These are the motorcyclists who have come to embrace the arrival of Prophet Key, and there are people who also escorted Prophet Key from Ganta to San Jose City. So, folks, keep watching. This is love for country. This is love for country, and it is happening. We have come to lay the late senator to rest. Prince Yolube Yomi Johnson, and where Brady has also come to pay his last respect to the late senator. But here we are. This is how the citizens, the youth of Nimba have decided to welcome Prophet Key in Nimba County. They tell you that Prophet Key is not just your ordinary person, but a man of the people, a man who loves his people. The protocol has just asked Prophet Key to be in his car, so he will have to get in his car and then we will move. So folks, keep watching as I bring you.
So indeed, there you have it. Please share the show. Those of you who follow us, share the show. What a way to say the pleasant. If this country interesting. This country is indeed interesting. So Prophet Key, quote unquote Prophet Key, and that of who that other people. Somebody said I saw some video today. Say Julie Indy, right? All of them now they quote unquote they smoke the peace and so forth. So uh, we are grateful that at least they were able to settle their differences or to reconcile. But again, that's a life of happening there from Nimba County as we go along with all of the activities coming from the late Senator Prince Wah Johnson. So kind of video I also want to play. Let me see whether we go and look. What the video, man? Yeah, somebody, no, yes, I will today that Thursday. Let me see some kind of video where somebody say they bring some kind of debate. So the country interesting. Look, like when I made you like you can say what you want to say. But again, today is Thursday. Sego will be joining us. Let me see where the video where the prophet, one prophet, quote unquote, bring somebody to life. But this country, I enjoy Liberia. Me, don't deport me. Anytime you have issue with me, please send me back to Liberia. The American people, I'm telling you now, because very soon I will be going America. So when you want to deport me to Liberia. That means where is it? Good. I think this is the video. Correct. No, no, I don't want it that this way. I don't want it at this. When I play at this, you can go. Okay, good. I think we do it at this. Oh no, where's the video, man? How can the video is acting the way you want to be acting? I'll let it. Oh, okay. So yes, share the show. Share the show. Today is Thursday. So many things happening. The man of God. Yeah, what the video? Why can't the video is trying to behave the way it's behaving? So many. God. Look, oh my brother. Good. Let me see. I think I will get the video this way. So Liberia is far. Someone will say Liberia is far from us. No, no, no. Oh, let me see how best to get this one. No, don't get it twisted to today, but we Isa. We will talk about the arrest agenda also. Our whole topic there today, the arrest agenda, where the government will be what? Looking for 30%, and the international panel will be looking for 70. No, they're going to be interesting. Don't kill me. Don't deport me anywhere. Just deport me right here in Liberia. Let me.
This woman have been there for some time. Family and friends reunion. Hospital. According to the story, 6 months. She spent in the hospital in administration. 3 days after, in coma. The family brought her to church. Cancer. See what his brother is doing. She's blackness. Let us see what God is with you. Liberian Squadron is praying for the third issue here. That's why I should see one thing. It's a terrible deliverance. Travailing in the spirits. Demonstrating the power of God. Calling up. The Lord of His name. To begin the prayer. This is the prayer again. The church is empowered before the church. This is the evidence in 6 years and the Find the church in Goblin and Georgia Junction before the children. The Lord be with you. Amen. Power in Georgia Junction before the children so strong still is.
Well. Now you will know. Yeah. So, folks, let me use the time to say the pleasant good evening. Those of you watching, I think you are watching a very good. Someone said this is one of the best movie in 2025. I don't know about you, but people are saying this movie is one of the best because the first thing is that how can now the quote unquote the person who raised the deaf alive, the person also running away from the dead. So that the country interesting. If you not be careful, some of you If you're not careful, you will just find yourself into some kind of a cage that will hold you down and you continue to cry. But guess what? On today, so many things happen. A lot of young people gather together, try to explain all of their experience, especially during the war and so forth. But again, folks, good evening, welcome. Half past the hour. That's the time check. This is the SKTV show. Please share the show. Those of you, I will read all of your comments. Some other member is about to take the show to the left. Thank God, Steve is off. All right. No wahala. Thank you so much. Tekonti Shemo. And you're right. That's your own opinion. We have no issue with your opinion. But again, the arrest agenda 2025 to 2029, they are planning about 8.38 billion US dollar or $8.38 billion US. That's the amount that will be spent from 2025 to 2029. That means 2024, it was like warming up. 2025 we were warming up and trying to know as to whether we'll move forward as a country or not. So moving forward now from 2025 to 2029, the government of Liberia, headed by the rescue father, Dato. Some of you, every time when you call in the president, call the president Dato. Dato Joseph Yema, no, Dato His Excellency Joseph Yema Boakai. And the only way we move forward. So forget about all the noise. I will play that Eugene Falcon staff protest and so forth, and the message tomorrow. And he said 2:30 by God grace tomorrow. You will be responding to that press release from quote unquote the Web Force, according to him. You know what I mean? So folks, 8.38 billion USD GOL expect to contribute 30% of that money. That means the government of Liberia. Let me give you what the government is trying to say. So the government of Liberia contribution is 30%. Then the partners, private sector or others, is 70%. So that means, in short, Mabel is about to get married. Let me just use one of the easier way that some of you will understand. I will use some easier, maybe quote unquote understanding for some of you who maybe you may not understand. Sometimes when the government officials speak in parable, sometimes when they speak in some of the financial terms and so forth, and we don't understand this thing, we feel that, oh yes, the government is good. Oh yeah, the government is bad. No. So we'll break it down to your level. So the government is saying that 30% contribution will come from them. That means they will hustle. They will hustle hard to look for 30%. Today, the hot topic that will not come in, haul and pull. So 30% of all of the 8.38 billion will come from government. Then 70% will come from the partners. That means USA, or let's just say America, Europe, and other people and other sectors. Now what they are saying. So the 30% that will come is like, for example, Mabel is about to get married, right? So let me just use myself before Sekou, Steve, and other people they join me later on. Then, when you get married, let me tell some of you today, when you get married, there are things that you have to put together as a man, before getting married to that lady or as a couple. So the first thing is that you both should be able to have at least have your ring, quote unquote, have your ring, have your clothes. That means the bra, they're going to be clothes, even the diaper clothes, all these things. You should be able to have everything, right, in place. When you get these things, the certificate, how are you getting something? You are getting it right, though, because they will not come and explain about 30% and 70%. They just put it that way, a little way you don't to be thinking. So when you're about to get married, you're supposed to get what? Your ring. That means the two of you, the wedding certificate, you're going to run after the wedding certificate, make sure that you pay for your wedding certificate, you get your clothes, everything set, right? So when you put all these things together, almost 60% or 70%. Mm-hmm. Now, the people that will come to become help to you, for example, when you read letters around and say, yeah, I want people to help me, maybe to rent what? Or maybe to look for food, to look for chairs, to maybe to, small thing to do. Maybe to be sponsor, let's just take it away. To be sponsor, to be, what again? To be patron, all these small things. Then people will be able to ask, to help. That's why when you go for wedding meeting, people will ask you what the couple have or what do people get. Mm-hmm. So the government of Liberia is telling us that they have only 30% or they will contribute only 30%. Good. Yes. Patrons and so forth. Thank you, Mama Felicia. So when you have all of these things, then now the people that are coming out to come help you. The reason why you will not depend on these people who coming to help you is that these people that are coming to help you, they have their own life to live. And when you're grabbing something, that's why some of you today, your wedding not going anywhere, so that you fail in life because of the way our government is proceeding. 30% coming from you who about to get married. Then 70% coming from the people who can. I don't give me an example. I'm not saying what's going to happen or no. So when maybe when I was getting married, my wife and myself, let me tell you, I will use myself for today as a study or case study on the entire government 30% and international panel 70%. Yes. So my wife and myself, the first thing we did was we hustle high and get our ring. We get our rings and so forth, right? So we get our ring set. We don't want any kind of the kind of $100, $150. No. We went to the goldsmith shop, right? Or to the jewelry, right? Where they have the gold people. They can do their gold business, right? We went there and they did our measurement. And the guy charged us $2,000. Let me tell some of you today. The reason why some people are not getting married, that's the thing that the guy charged us $2,000 for the ring. You see the reason I can't wear the ring? Because I'm not going nobody to come be me. Is it my hair clear? Someday I'm just put something about ring on my finger because nowadays people kill people for no reason. So my wife and myself, we hustle hard. By that time, we're not informing anybody that we're coming to get married, no. So we hustle for our ring, we hustle for our clothes, we hustle for our certificate, we get everything set. Now, the only thing I needed was we needed the food, like major one now. Food, people that will stand by us, the hall, the car, that just, these are just few things, cars and so forth. So that all that we needed. Yeah. No, forget it. Roof. I don't say anything because when by the time the land open, I know our people roof. So let me just let all of the basic before the people come on. So we did all of these things. Now, guess what? Now we send out our letters for our sponsors, our patrons, and so forth. Now on this platform, which of course today I'm on to the Sktv. All of the people that are on the Sktv, they look at everything and say, okay, maybe we'll send our contribution. And they did. Some of them, they send 50, they send 10, they send 5, they send 20, they send 100, and so forth, right? So when I receive all of the money, guess what now? Say, okay, there are some leakages. That means by the time the money comes, there's that bonus now. There's a leakages. So whatsoever where there are leakage, I patch that other hole. You see it? So these are things. Now your government of Liberia, they I know A-R-R-D or the A. They could be interesting. Very interesting. So the arrest agenda, government will be contributing 30%, and the international panel, who some of them they can speak to, the quarter speech from, they are not in good rapport with, will be contributing 70%. So, like I was telling one of my friends today, I said, but if care is not taken, Liberia may likely go into debt. And my friend asked, maybe what do you mean? I said, oh yes. Because if the rescue government is not in good rapport with the international panel, even up to now, the speaker we have, or the majority bloc speaker, the international panel yet to even recognize Richard Nabekun as Speaker of the Republic of Liberia. If you go on the website now, you will still see J. Fonati Kofa, Speaker of the Republic of Liberia. But the government say 70% will come from international panel. So folks, there where we go, there where we are, and these are happening back home. So, and Eugene Falcon's story, if you want to talk about that, well, and the way you bought, Eugene Falcon said you'll be responding tomorrow to all of the. Look, this country is indeed interesting. So, folks, what's your take on the government of Liberia arrest agenda 2025-2029, 8.38 billion US dollar, GOL to contribute 30%, and the international panel to also contribute 70%. That's what we're discussing here today on the SKTV show. Sek will be joining us very soon. So the numbers to call is 0777 285 961. That's the number for you to be part of the SKTV show this evening and to also make your own contribution. For those of you who sometimes you organize some programs and you know exactly as to how some of the program go. But what are you going to allow people who come in to celebrate with you? They will contribute 70%. Then you will have your own program. They contribute 5% or 10%. There we go. Today's caller. Good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, my dear. Your name and from where you join us.
This is Matthew Johnny from Magaway.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, it's very unbelievable that the government was saying 30%, and it was like about 30%. So, yeah, we are not going to look there.
All right, thank you. I think I hear a lot of feedback from you. Hello, hey, hello, my dear. Please move away from your monitor. Today's caller. Good evening.
Good evening, neighbor.
Yeah, go ahead.
My name is William Mazda from MPS from the Okola family.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, it's surprising. You guys the humble that you're getting married, like you are saying, or your when you say, I'm getting married, I want you to go for who was the bar with you? You getting your you coming marry your mom, I'm happy to marry your mom. It's just a joke. It will not work. They are just doing it to steal money again.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let me welcome Seko Kane, because you've been behind the bar, so I have to interact with our people. But Mr. Kane, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How you doing?
Well, I'm okay though. It's just that they are 30, 70, getting me confused. And when we're not careful, we may likely run into depths. So I don't know about you, but how the Thursday from your end?
Everything's good. We just, we are still mourning the death of our mother, Stitch's mother. But everything else is good. We thank God. I mean, a lot going on in our country, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. We believe we have a better days ahead. We don't know where we are headed as I speak in terms of the governance of our country, but there will be you know, there will be some changes. We can see it. Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
College. I like that. I like that with the car. Always giving hope to our people. And that's the best thing, though. I was telling someone, I said, sometimes the best thing to do is to just give hope to our people, because if you take hope away, and I mean, but anyway, I mean,
Okay.
the kind of the ARD.
Honestly speaking,
Mm,
Mabel, you know,
mm,
unless somebody try to fake or try to lie to the Liberian people, but everybody know
mm,
that Joseph Boakai was not up to the task. Even those that supported him, they
mm.
did it for themselves at the detriment of the country. They didn't care about what happened. So even as is right now, I read somewhere today somebody was saying since 2016, they knew Joseph Boakai was the right person for the country.
Wow.
That person need to go see a psychiatrist because they know very well what they're saying. It doesn't make sense. They know very well that the president is now up to the task, and those who are supposed to be helping him do the job are also not, considering the country. They wouldn't worry about themselves in their pocket and preparing for 2029. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tougher. As is right now, I think Liberia is at the crossroad. We just got to brace ourselves for the worst under Joseph Bogai's government. But when I say there will be light at the end of the tunnel, down the line, Liberian people, you, myself, and other people, we're going to have to stand up. We're going to have to organize. We're going to have to get together, put our time, energy, and finances in making sure that we have a country that will be there for the Liberian people. And nobody's going to do it except the Liberians themselves. So the hope that I have is not actually in the current government or believing that Joseph Boakai will change. No, I do not. To be honest with you, I'm not surprised by anything. And whatever's going on right now, that's exactly what we expected. I can only imagine that it could be worse because the president, the man who is leading right now as president, he doesn't even know what's going on, and we don't expect much from him.
Wow. So,
He never,
they're saying that some of the officials, sometimes they will come on some of the media outlets and speak out about behind the scene. They cry, they shed tears. Sometimes they feel disappointed.
let me tell you something. You know, I have a lot of friends in the government. Some of them even afraid to talk to some of us because they believe that their phone number will be tapped, their conversation could be recorded. But some of them, they are not happy with the way the country is proceeding. And this is not what they expected. This is not what they signed up for. For some of them, I told them, well, you guys was kind of living in some kind of delusion, thinking beyond what you know. You know exactly the man was not up to the task. The only reason why you did it, you think you could just go there and control him and do whatever you want to do. And that's exactly what people are doing. The only problem, those that are crying are the people that are taught. They will have certain leverage or some level of control, but they are not getting it. They feel like, remember when Lester Tenney said they feel like their struggle was somehow hijacked by some people. Some UPS feel right now they are, everything that they did for Unity Party has been hijacked by certain people that are now original Unity Party.
Indeed.
And even those that fought, the young people, most of them, they didn't get what they wanted. They got nothing, some of them. But guess what? That's exactly what they signed up for. And I think Liberian people should brace, ourselves. We shouldn't worry about everything that's going to be happening day by day. We expect this thing, and we still got 5 years to go, and it's going to be worse.
But Mr. Khan, the people are talking about 8.38 billion, though. The ARD from 2025 to 2029. What's your take on that? That means the people, they're going to improve the life of the people. They are promising the people, but also they are also saying that the you people are outside of Liberia, you should be able to bring 70%, and they'll bring 30%.
Of what?
To add up to the 8.38 billion that they are looking for, though. I mean, they are saying that the 2025 to 2029, the AARD, or the Arrest Agenda for Inclusive Development 2025 2029, they want to improve the livelihood of the Liberian people, but they are saying that they only hustle, in our layman 10, will say I will hustle high to look for at least 30%. Then the rest of the 70%, people will be able to look for that and make sure that our people life be better.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not a bad thing for people to depend on outsider to help you improve your country. It's not a bad thing. But in order to do that, you must be able to do your portion. You got to, do your due diligence. First and foremost, as a government, you got to make the place conducive in terms of security, in terms of respect for the rule of law, in terms of, people being held accountable for corruption. But how you expect me, other people who wants to invest in Liberia, to come invest in a country that has no real, the country that there's no rule of law, the country that is corrupt, the president is corrupt, and the entire government is corrupt. How do you expect people to come and invest their money in there? And how will you expect people to come invest their money when they believe that when they are corrupt, when you corrupt them, they got nowhere to go? The court system is bad. The judicial system is bad. The president controls the judiciary, now the legislature and the executive. So people will not be willing to actually come and invest their hard-earned money in the country that has no justice system, country that has no respect for the rule of law. People that, all they need to do is to make sure the country is stable. The country is stable. There's no corruption. But let them start for investing in private sectors, creating jobs for Liberian people, then thereby creating a conducive environment that will attract investors from all over the world. But if the country is not stable, you're burning your Capitol Hill on a daily basis, removing speakers illegally, president squandering opportunities, president selling Ulugisi mining, president inviting people to bring things in the country in terms of millions of dollars on gentleman agreement. What kind of country is that? Who can come and invest your money on gentleman agreement? Nobody gonna do that. So it's like if they need to those kind of, all they need to do, they gotta make sure they play their part by making sure the country is stable, security wise, by making sure that there is a respect for the rule of law, that the justice system work, that everybody play their part. Then people will be encouraged to come and be a part of the system. For me, like when Joe Biden was elected, what I said, I never supported him because I knew he was not up to the task. I knew he was a sick woman. I knew his mental state was declining. So I knew very well that he had nothing to offer to Liberia. But when the Liberian people decided to say this is the person we want, I prayed for him, right? I was on the platform. I said, I want him to succeed. Because if he succeeds, Liberia succeeds. But guess what? They are not even helping themselves. They are busy worrying about 2029. They are busy worrying about filling their pocket before Joseph Boakai, leave power. So they're not worried about Liberia. They're not worried about Liberian people. And the irony is, Liberian people themselves, for the most part, they're not worried about themselves. That's why we that are planning, we that have the mindset to change Liberia, we shouldn't get tired in talking to our people. in educating our people, in encouraging our people to continue to fight for what is right, and also hold the government accountable, not to be afraid, speak out when you need to. You don't have to be violent, but you have to be direct, and you don't have to be afraid. You got to be direct and speak truth to power, and making sure that they know that you're there, they know that you exist, so that they can continue to do whatever they are doing. So we can have a Liberia left, not like some kind of country left after Joseph Njimapuake. We don't expect anything. I don't expect any development. I don't expect anything good out of Joseph Njimapuake. But if they do, I hope they will prove me wrong. If they do, I'll be very happy, because that will be in the interest of Liberia. But
Well,
again,
Mr. Kane, please give me 1 minute. Let me read out one of the strong supporter, a first-time voter. If a matter of fact, he tagged Yanti General Samuel Toba of OKFM, one of our own colleague also. And this person's name is Williamson Williams, and he wrote to Yanti General Samuel Toba. He said that, "Hi, my best reporter of the year. I am a first-time voter campaigning for this government among my peers. My friends used to laugh at me, telling me that I'm young to support this old man, but I never used to listen to them. But things is happening. Barely honor this government. For one instance, the president gave ultimatum for government officials to declare their assets. Okay, yeah, for government to declare their assets, and the first 3 months given, and then he came with 10 days, and he said when this passed and some of the government officials who's haven't declared their assets, there will be punishment. Up to now, no actions. Why? That's a question I ask. Please ask this public. I need intervention. People are mocking me, or people are mocking this government every day, trying to defend, but I'm getting tired." That's the voice of one of the first-time voters who also voted for this government, saying that indeed he's getting tired day by day to defend this government, because this government now is losing balance and nothing to talk about. By the way, Mr. Cannon, we want to go for the news break. That will be 7 o'clock. I don't know whether you're there. If you're there, if you're not, then let me play this video quickly.
I'm here, Mabel. I'm here.
All right, good. So hold on.
We have just 2 minutes. Go ahead and do whatever you want to do.
All right, so hold on a little bit while I go for this break.
Looking back on life, God is actually incapable of me judging. I've been here for some time. Family and friends reunited. Hospital life! According to the story, 6 months. She spent in the hospital in the life! 3 days after, in coma. The family brought her out of church. See what this prophet is doing? She's blameless. Let us see what God will do. Back to life! The billionaire's prophet is praying for the third issue here. This one should see what God will do. It's a terrible deliverance. I'm healing in the spirits. Demonstrating the power of God. Calling up. The light of this day. hearing of God, this message of the the churches in power, before the country. This is what I did in the Bible since 6 years now, and the Family Church in Cleveland, Georgia Junction before the children. The Lord be with you. Amen. Power in Georgia Junction before the children was so strong still is. And the Holy Spirit descended upon the people after a touch of a woman who came back to life. God is actually in Caldwell, New Georgia Junction. This is Liberia's youngest prophet, Prophet Moses. God sent me. Join us every Tuesday and Thursday for a massive encounter. Bring the afflicted, come with the oppressed. The Lord Jesus, our Savior, is here to heal us. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 5 p.m., the man of God meets people, this young prophet who God have given. And the woman could not eat, and he went to buy fruits. He ate it himself, turned it over to the mother, and she's going to eat it herself. To distribute a gift from God. Liberians, join us, celebrate Prophet Moses. God sent me.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We searching for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Monitor people who willing to sell. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The project is giving us here the promise of them. So welcome and life with African.
A lyrical health.
Master.
Cleverly, so make you. I can't ask it if you been you. Say my journey, Tina can I say my yamu. And yes, I know money. The more I know. And you love me. The more I know.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia.
So what Melbourne is trying to set up, some people ask as to when we are going to be collecting some funds for Steve, mother's burial. So last week we tried to do it along with our normal regular Friday contribution. It didn't work, so we don't want to mess it up. We want to have a special day to do that. It's probably going to be this Saturday or Sunday, but we'll inform you. We'll know tomorrow for sure. All right.
UNICEF on Thursday launched the National Identity Documents for 6-year-old children under the theme Enhancing Visibility Through National Identity Documents. Speaking during the ceremony, National Identification Registry Executive Director Andrew Peters disclosed that the initiative is a pilot project that is aimed at enrolling children under 6-year-old, intended to fulfill the core mandate of the NIR. According to him, the project will use an integrated approach and by working with the Ministry of Health to have children enrolled into the NIR under the pilot birth registry and certificated. He revealed that the project targets 5,000 beneficiaries in 3 counties, including Bapulu, Grand Bassett, and Mosterado, and will be done in at least 6 communities in the 3 counties within 3 months. The director Peter lauded UNICEF for underwriting the cost of the project, noting that the registry target is to enroll over 100,000 children. Making remarks during the project launch, UNICEF representative Andrew Brooks commended Liberia for the level of progress made thus far in ensuring that its citizens get national identification cards. Brooks thanks the leadership of the National Identification Registry for being farsighted in decentralizing the process in the country. For her part, Deputy Gender Minister for Children Protection, Game Kalik Dastokba, said the launch of the project will enable the country to accurately track and monitor population growth. The Workers' Union of the Liberia Broadcasting System has threatened to declare a vote of no confidence in EOBC Director General Eugene Fagon over autocratic leadership. The union says there has been a serious internal waging and power struggle at the state radio since the appointment of Eugene Fagon as the Director General in 2024. Speaking at a news conference on Thursday in Painesville, the president of the Workers' Union, Joseph Sion, among other things, accused Fagon of increasing his own weekly allowance from 750 USD to 1,500 United States dollars. The Liberia Broadcasting System Workers Union has therefore given 72 hours ultimatum to Director Eugene Fagon to address their concerns, adding that failure to do so will leave them with no alternative but to declare a vote of no confidence in his leadership. The suspension of Madam David Eto Brown-Lasana, chairperson of the National Election Commission, has drawn sharp criticism from the Rule of Law Legislative Caucus headed by Representative Musa Belisi of Nemba County District Number 7. Representative Belite described the NEC board's suspension as unconstitutional, emphasizing that the NEC's independence is protected under the Constitution and is vital to safeguarding democracy. The district, that's the Nemba County District lawmaker, says the Supreme Court of Liberia has ruled unequivocally, citing that the suspension of the NEC boss is a tantamount to the removal, that's to her removal. He noted that such removal are unconstitutional. Belite said by bypassing this process, the president has overstepped the boundaries of his authority, contravening the separation of powers and undermine the protection of the Constitution. The Environmental Protection Agency has reportedly developed a number of regulatory instruments aimed at protecting the environment in Liberia. EPA's Executive Director, Dr. Emmanuel Yapawolo, disclosed that on December 13, 2024, the Policy Council of EPA approved several counts environmental regulations in order to protect the environment. Dr. Yapawolo made the disclosure at the opening of a two-day roundtable discussion organized by the Green Advocates International in partnership with the World Resources International with funding from the United States Department of State in Monrovia on Thursday. He said the regulations cover air quality, wetland, solid quality, that's solid waste, radiation, landfill, and water quality. In remarks, the project head of the Green Advocates International, Peter Kwekwe, disclosed that the training of grassroots environmental defenders will be taken to the 15th sub-political division in the country. According to him, 75 grassroots environmental defenders will be trained throughout the country, and each organization will be given a small grant by the U.S. State Department. The roundtable discussions brought together prominent lecturers, including Councillor Tiwan Gongo, Afonso Zion, among others. The Financial Intelligence Agency of Liberia has issued a warning letter to Medtech Sktv Limited for the company's failure to timely submit requested information. The FRA has given a 72-hour ultimatum to Medtech Sktv Limited to justify why the company should not be subjected to sanction based on its failure to timely comply to requests emanating from the agency. Release says that on December 18, 2024, the FIA requested Medtech Sktv to provide critical information and documents regarding the company's operation in Liberia, spanning January 1st, 2024 to December 31st, 2024. Methec Sktv refused to honor the January 7, 2025 deadline as contained in the FIA's December 18, 2024 communication to the company. According to the release, this act is counted as a defiance and willful disregard to the statutory powers and authority of the Financial Intelligence Agency consistent with the FIA Act of 2021. Furthermore, the FIA views Methec action as a total violation of Section 67.3 of the FIA Act of 2021, which empowers the agency, among other things, to request and receive information to carry out its function without delay. 18-year-old Trade Van Brown was arrested on Wednesday and charged in connection with the death of 57-year-old Kwame Body, a Liberian national who was found dead in the backseat of a vehicle in Johnston County, United States of America, early Sunday morning. On January 15, 2025, a Liberian identified as Emmanuel Kwame Body was shot and killed in the backseat of a car in Johnston County. The late Body previously served as an AD to the late Mabutu Yempa, former public work minister. According to ABC News, at approximately 1:06 a.m., the Johnston County Sheriff Office and the NC State Highway Patrol received a separate report regarding a suspicious individual and a vehicle in the 2500 block of Holy Grove Road. Upon arrival, a trooper discovered Body's body in the backseat of the vehicle with an apparent gun wound. On Wednesday, the Johnston County Sheriff Office conducted a search warrant at the mobile home and Danfield Lane in the Madden community. According to the Johnston Court Sheriff, Terrence Van was arrested and charged with the murder of 57-year-old Kwame Badi. And out of Liberia now, at least 78 corpses, along with more than 240 illegal miners, have been plugged to the surface since Monday in South Africa as part of a rescue operation. They have been on the ground since at least November. That was when the authorities stepped up efforts to bring an end to the illicit mining activities by surrounding the entrance of the state and refusing to let food and water go down. The vast majority of those who came up alive were from neighboring countries such as Mozambique and Zimbabwe. A trade union and rights advocate activists have accused the authorities of overseeing a massacre, but the police have defended their actions, saying that they were dealing with criminality and it was upkeepers in charge of the illicit mining who were controlling the flow of supplies and trying to prevent people from resurfacing. Many mines in South Africa have been abandoned over the last 3 decades by companies that did not find them economically viable. During this newscast, a recap of the top stories we have been following. The suspension of Madam David Brown-Lasana, chairperson of the National Election Commission, has drawn sharp criticism from the rule of law Legislative Caucus headed by Representative Musa Belati of Nema County, District 7. The Workers' Union of the Liberia Broadcasting System has threatened to declare a vote of no confidence in EOBC Director General Eugene Fagon over autocratic leadership. The Executive Director of the National Identification Registry, Andrew Peters, has described the launch of the National Identity Documents for under 6-year-old children as a milestone for Liberia. And out of Liberia, at least 78 corpses, along with more than 240 illegal miners, have been plugged to the surface since Monday in South Africa as part of a rescue operation. That's RCI News Bulletin at 7. Abel Nakita Robert.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are in Sanikore, where we have also come to be a part of the convoy in Sanikore City. forces of Labrador just arrived. The Watson Post.
Yes, we will back after the correctly. Right, yeah, the 2.96.1, and this is the FTTV show. We will continue after 8 o'clock. You were talking, and another thing you want to say before we go to the line, the inter of our people. Well, I think it's a current little bit basic. So I think if you're listening to the news quality, you will hear that also Eugene Facon, yeah, yeah, God, yeah, you know, so also LBS also get focused in the news, I mean local news also. So we still with the kind of thing other things we you open to you. I know you call it back to back, you also be part of the children movement. Today for me to look at the 30% and now the 70%. You know, when I say percentage, our own folks out there, they don't understand. How they call percentage, 30%, 70%. So some of you today who close to some of our own folks, educate these people so that they can know or see they can understand what the government is saying. The government is saying that 8.38 billion are the money they're looking for from now on to 2029 to develop. When they get the money, they'll be developing along the way, what is saying. But they will be able to contribute 30%. That means the one they will look in their own way, the one they will work so hard. So they want to work so hard. I'm making it simple though. So that somebody can say, I'm not going to speak to me. We don't want to know. No. For me, I come on the radio. I know more about old food. It's more us. Think about our people up interior, people in the villages and so forth. So we're not here for baby books. No, no. We come with speak. We come there for our people. We prepare for elections. These are people, yeah. So I think, so these are people that, that go to the pool, have their own way of voting for you in the name of, because some of you lie to the people, that's the election, you lie to the people. You can't get away, you lie, you know, I also know, you put me there, you put me there, I will do this, do the one, you can't burn out with me because you think it's election time. I think no more, no more school innovation, nothing anymore. Because you see that you already finished playing your part. So it's almost a demo. Hmm? You play, you win. So you know how you behave. So the government says 30%. It's not percent. That means they will hustle hard to our own money, to pay them, maybe something no mistake, another 30%. That means I want to go another 5 years. Yeah, 5 years. 2029. So now for the 2029. What are we looking for? But along the way, so that means that 8.38 billion. And in the 8.38 billion, they'll be contributing later. The world international panel, the world it is indeed interesting. Every time when you have confusion in your community or in your home, the people can set up to you say, no, you don't need you. No, what are they want the people who? That kind of problem can be solved. The same people you say, but you're sitting there, you come to us, you don't even know what happened. The same people now come and say, they will find 70%. I love the concept. But I don't know if you there, they'll not go to that. So our people out there, the government say they'll be able to work with 30%. Now what they say, then when they want to say 8, oh, So that some of you can say, they want to sit on that radio. They don't let the government. No, no, no. We let the government. We want the government to deal to what? To the labor. We want the government to do well. We want the government to do everything better for the livelihood of our people. Our people are struggling. People go through trauma during the wartime. Our people suffer. And still continue to do these things. Why people? People still acting into positions. They are making 15,000 per month. You come here, we tell some of you angry. How many businesses are going right now as we speak? How many things happening? You look at one person, you pay them 15,000 in a struggling country. And you want my international community to pay 70%. Well, with them, people, you go to the land, you come. The post there, so the country is just 70% for international community. No, so let's follow what you mean. Why is that? Okay. All right, thank you so much. So let's call me, please. Good evening. Tete 70, where are you? Thank you. Go ahead. Thank you so much. Keep a call time is 0347 to a fan house. In fact, even I already we're not going to. We said 28. I mean, I don't know, Milan Shopper, when the former Milan Shopper, you come again and say the government do well. They're not going to, we don't understand what we do. Hello, to this call, good evening. I don't know why you put a number on it. Hello? Yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah, I don't know how come your number is on private. No, go ahead. Go ahead. No, Wahala, go ahead. Okay. Okay. People don't see it. Our first impression. Let's keep the hope alive. Don't get better though. Don't let people. Some of you are going to be concerned here. Don't give up. Trust me. My sister group, rapper member, and most of the people, customers. Look, we're for you. So let's call up. Good evening. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, my brother, how you doing, Chief? 70, 30. When you're getting married, you telling people to do 70%, you are getting married. All right, good. If you want to, instead of disagree, we agree. Oh, sorry. If you want to disagree, we agree. Or you are not instructed when we allow you. No, you're not instructing nobody. That's the point. Go to the issue. If you want to respectfully disagree with you, we are not issue. Or to come and be insulting us. Then you want us to keep you on the radio that when you laugh. So all of you who want to respectfully disagree with us, we agree with you. That's all right. How far is LEC? All of the communities are all in darkness. You come here, some of you want to be insulted. That's all right. But the only thing is, on the radio part, don't insult. Go off the radio, that way you can pause and we can do anything. We are not wahala. But yeah, don't insult. Respectfully disagree with what we're doing. We are respectfully disagreeing with the government, or we are also agreeing with the government respectfully. Uh-huh. So so let's call keep the calls coming 0777 285 901. That's the number to call. Some of you call in here. Hello, so let's call. Yeah, go ahead, my brother. Mm. Hello, hello, my young man. Hello, 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 hello. You want to listen or you want to make confusion? Okay, good. So today we're talking about the government agenda, the arrest agenda 7030. What's your own point or what's your own take on that? Simple. Don't bring about what I will hear to about what I will no, forget about that. Why? Yeah, it's simple. I like that myself. I applaud you. Simple. Keep a first name 0347 285 901. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, quickly then I thought come out to my colleague in one area at the back. Right. Over the way. Okay, yeah. No. Mhm. Thank you. That was good for my brother. Thank you. Yeah, right. Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah, now you talk. Let me go to Ezekiel Clement on our Western number. I'm going to quickly before I go to Mount. Yeah, good evening, Ezekiel. Sorry for holding you a little bit. Well, we all get our thank God. Just that today is the Thursday, and our topic here today is about the AARD, that is the arrest agenda, which we call the opinion for the international community for them to contribute 70%, and while the government of Liberia will contribute 30%. Hello? Hello? I missed you. Thank you so much, Ezekiel. Let me move now to more good evening. And I guess you were in the middle of the call and you listened to some call. What's up, my brother?
What's up, Midmon? What's going on? I was so busy today. I had no reason being here, but
I think,
I say I have to show up.
okay, yeah,
You hear me?
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I had no reason being here today. I was so occupied today and tomorrow. Tomorrow going to be the worst day. I'm going to be going all day throughout the entire day. But anyway, I'm here and I've been following the conversation for the past 10 minutes because I'm totally lost. I didn't know that you guys were talking about a government ambitious project or $8.3 billion,
Yes,
right? And
yes,
they are telling the
indeed.
international partners
8.38
they're going to,
billion.
yeah, they're going to do something called domestic resource mobilization. But even though we're experiencing a budget shortcut, and the funny thing about it is that they expect 70% to come from the foreign partners and the public, the private sector. The question is, your private sector is not growing. So how do you expect to mobilize resources from the private sector? Look, there's a just offensive excuse that Joseph Boaga and his government they are already throwing in the tower that they are not going to get anything done because we don't forget now we are in the second year of the administration, right? If you look at 8.38 billion and you say you can come up with 30%, you are looking at roughly $2.94 billion spread over a 6 year period. But we are in the second year now. If you got common sense, if you have an ounce of a brain, right? Look at the budget for the last fiscal year and tell me in the entire budget how much was allocated to public sector investment program.
Good.
Then do the calculation. Let's just assume that you will grow about 20% over the next 5 years. It means the government won't even be able to do her fair share of the bargain to come up with 2.94 billion over the next 5 years. It's not even possible because the first year Joseph Boaga in office, the amount you allocate to the public sector, I'm talking about road, bridges, schools, electricity, running water, you allocated less than 8% of the entire budget to public sector investment program. And you want to tell me or anyone that got at least an ounce of a brain that you can come up with you will be able to come up with $2.9 billion because you think you can extract money from your international partners or your foreign partners and then from the private sector. Which private sector do you have in Liberia? The last time I checked, all the concessions, you know how much they contributed to the national budget? It was, I think, $33.4 million. You do the math now. You don't have to be a statistician or a mathematician. It gets common sense. This is just another fancy way of saying that this thing is nothing but a scam. You're not going to get better. It will just be one project here and there to bamboozle people. But at the end of the day, we told you guys, Joseph Boaga doesn't have an idea. He doesn't know how to grow an economy. Because when you're talking about making big time down payment, you will show the international community that, you know what, you are all for business. Matter of fact, you will be cutting down government spending. You will be trimming down payroll. You will be putting measures into place that will tell, like, you know what, Joseph Boaga and his government really serious for business. But you want to tell me you have an ambitious project that will cover anywhere from 8.3 billion, but you can only allocate 30% over the next 6 years. In your first year, it even look like you are trying to get ready for the main game. Come on, man. Look, I know we are not practical.
And more like Mr. Connor was saying, even when it comes to the rule of law, right? Even the international community, they are also observing you on so many things about you on the first year.
Constitutional violation.
Yes. Now
the
there's so many
the blatant disregard for the rule of law, overstepping your executive function. So what makes you think the international community is even going to buy in this so-called this elusive vision that make no goddamn sense, that is not going anywhere, that you're not even showing? Look, I told you the first time Joseph Boaga became president, the first year, all of the arrests, he took out the ANT. He didn't allocate money for agriculture and tourism. The was the one that came up with that. That was it. The next thing, they come up with AAID and the CDAs. After that was CDs, they were selling, the CD-ROM. They call it or county development agenda and all that crap. The question is, if you can even implement the most basic principle of your own government, why make you think you think the international community, they just got money hanging on tree that they're going to pick from around it? Look, everybody is cutting down costs and we ain't ready. Like I said, the bottom line is Joseph Boaga and his people, they are just telling you that over the next 5 years, don't expect anything better. They are already telling that they are going to be a colossal failure. And that's exactly what they are giving you an indication that they are going to fail because they know this particular project that they intend to undertake, they won't be able to implement that project or get anywhere closer than here. So it's just offensive way of saying this thing here. It just merry-go-round and we'll keep doing it until the end of the day. Yeah, that's what it is.
Just imagine Monk or people are even testing me. One of my friends, Mustafa Makate, also saying, maybe I want to do Inspire Insane Blood. I want to do a business which costs 300,000 USD, but I have 30% of set amount and want you to contribute 70%. I'm going to contribute 70% to your business. Who does that, Monk? In fact,
they make it even make the down payment. You can even meet the basic, like I said, pay Saver 7 on time, try to cut down costs, put some austerity measure into place that at least you can save some money, make some strategic investment in the public sector. That way people know that, you know what, when international, like I keep saying it on the show, and every time the president traveled, whether he was in China, whether it was, I don't know, Malaysia or other country, all the Southeast Asian countries he traveled to. Like, my brother, when you are making moves on the ground, the investor, the people already got people that are around the world that are taking down, that recording data. They know where to make investment. The basic thing, you cannot even get it done. And you want me to believe that you are capable of implementing
and more quickly, maybe before Mr. Kane come in quickly, let me tell you, most of the people, they follow the local media. Let me tell some of you today that are calling every time on the radio, you think that the people are not following. No. These people, they follow the local media, they follow all of the whether it's digital, whether it's print media, whether it's traditional media or the radio, as you may call it, people, they follow everything. So when we come here, some of you just think that we come here to joke. When we come here, some of you call and be acting and you play. Look, you are making mockery out of your own life. We want this government that much saying, where in this world you say you want money from people, but you pay people 15,000. I'm not going to say anything, Mark. Then you will not tell international partner that bring your money in. Yes, we will be able to develop the Liberian people life. Are you kidding me, Monk? Is that a joke or what?
No, because we created this narrative that there is free lunch out there, that the international community can just throw money out there to people. They found the money. There is nothing they call free lunch, maybe. Everything the international partner will invest in that country, they want something directly or indirectly in exchange. They know how to make that investment. You are not the one. The most you can do as a government, you collect taxes in the form of revenue, you make strategic decisions, you invest, you make real investment that will pay dividend in the future, whether it's in agriculture, whether it's in tourism, whether in infrastructure. These things are very expensive. In order to really make some down payment, I think it was Mr. Cummings at a certain point in time, he said, even though there are challenges in Liberia, but for us to really get ready, to get serious about business, we have to grow that budget by a little over $1 billion just to begin the process. Because even if you are savvy, let's say you know the job, you got some smart idea. Our national budget is way, way too small now in the kind of a 21st century economy to make some big time investment, most especially infrastructure, because infrastructure is very expensive to build roads and bridges and all these things. It costs money. So this president, looking at, I'm not going to judge him only on the first year. I am just saying, why are the possibility that assume that you will grow the national budget by at least 15%? Now we are talking about a budget shortfall of more than $30 million already, not even to the end of the fiscal year. That's what they're already projecting. And I know it will be way more than that. The question is, how do you come out with an additional $2.5 or $2.48 billion over the next 5 years? How? Just look at the national budget. You don't have to be a budget analyst. Just go there, review it.
So when you go back to one of the rescuers or one of the rescue supporters, he said just to review the findings of a few other reports, the Public Accounts Committee of the House of Representatives Clarence Gard and that Senator Amar Conner spent US $707,500 in less than 11 months. Monk, tell me, if the international partner are following you, is spending the kind of more money just for maybe go other reports, just for you to go out there to investigate, to find out how things going, what's happening. You spend close to $707,000 USD. You're taking it for a joke. But some of you out there, what go ahead, Monk?
No, maybe they believe the people that call themselves international community, they don't have experts out there that can make their own assessment. Maybe when they print the budget into handbill, they believe that the people don't review it. And matter of fact, even when it comes to the budget, the very same people are providing budgetary support. So even your budget, you can't even come up with it. No, if you talk about Melbourne, it's not a bad thing to come up with some kind of idea that is big or big time idea. The question is, what are the possibilities that you'll be able to implement those kind of ideas? How can you finance them? Looking at the way how the government has been operated. Melbourne, we keep saying the thing. From the days of Madam Sally, the latter stage of Madam Sally administration toward Georgia, you are not going anywhere if you can take more than 90% of your budget to go to recurring expenditure only, just for benefit and payroll. How can you make investment in the country? That's the question I want to ask the finance minister. Looking at how much we allocate for recurring expenditure versus how much we invest into the economy, how can you even faint on the idea that you can come up with that amount in the next 5 years? How? Let's assume that the international community will say, okay, yes, we can scramble resources here and there. Let's say we can come up with 70%. But even if they will get anywhere close to 50%, the question is, where will the Liberian government be able to come up with such an amount just looking at the structure, the framework of our national budget? How? That's fantasy. That one is called wishful thinking. I think the finance minister get trying to impress Joseph Boaga, and they believe that, like I keep saying, anytime decision is being made in Liberia, is made with one assumption, that even though they got people who know what's going on, but we got too many stupid people in our country that can get brainwashed on a massive scale, so they don't have regard for the rest of the people.
You see, when you have the NSA budget from 9.4 million to they spent close to 11 million. Can you imagine? From 9.4 million that were budgeted, then you spent close to 11 million. Then in 2025 national budget, they have 14.9 million in the NSA. And anyway,
because that's how they steal. They know that the NSA and the EPA, they are not subject to an audit. So what they do, they allocate tons of money there, and then they can go and take it back from there. That's the whole thing that was set up that way. It was done strategically. It was done with a purpose. That's how they rip the Liberian people off. And you want to tell me you got an ambitious agenda that will cost you anywhere between 8.3 to 8.6 billion. Like, are you serious, my brother?
Some more quickly before we go to the line, or before we go back to the line, do you see the entire agenda as a failure, or maybe they will achieve? Somebody will say, maybe let's keep praying. Let's pray.
They can keep praying. Yeah, they can keep praying. Yeah, go on your knees and keep praying. Yeah. I don't know how you think prayer works. God don't listen to stupid prayers. Maybe you don't know that.
But God,
there are certain prayers that are considered stupid prayers.
Yeah. The Bible said, "Be not deceived. God is not mocked."
Oh yeah, so, that's a mockery.
You doing the wrong thing, then you acting it before they pray to God. Pray to God to do what? Yeah. When you know what you're doing is wrong.
Yeah, the funny part I read in the document that got me, I was in the hospital, I didn't play the laugh. That's what he said. He said to ensure the financing development, the government will develop an integrated national financing framework, INFF. You know, they all come with the acronym together, a periodic table. One day that arrest, another day that AAID, another day that CDS, the guy, another one they call or INFF and DRMS. They call it the integrated national financing framework, finalize a new domestic resource mobilization strategy and explore climate-related financing. That's the carbon footprint we talk about that goes to poor African countries or third world countries when it comes to global warming. They are counting on that to emerging funding option. Minister Gaffan added that the UP-led government, alliance administration will allocate public expenditure to prioritize investment in key sectors, emphasizing the sources of the AAID. You even get the source of the AAID. And you give me DRSM and INFF. Come on. Listen what I say. It requires a robust coordination and accountability. A multi-tier framework will guide implementation with oversight for the National Steering Committee, operational management by the Liberia or coordination, all kind of committee, and technical monitoring by the technical committee. Maybe let me stop there.
Oh, go ahead. Hey, all that's going to work. Let me take 30. I'm like, they could. So let's call up quickly. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. I'm James Harris calling from Red Line.
Okay, go ahead, James.
Yeah, I mean, you're hitting your head. You know this is an African government, African democracy.
How now? Because there are some African countries that are even making progress. Burkina Faso, Ghana.
All right, let us sit down and not go and find our way to find our daily bread. Let us be angry on God. Maybe 4 3 years from now, maybe your voice will get hoarse and it will be rough here because we are spending after the year job, we are coming and spending the next 6 years doing the same thing. So you better mobilize and strengthen your financial ability.
So that means the entire rescue agenda or the AARD that your fiasco or what?
I finished summing all up for you, your individual self. Then you want to define it for me again.
All right, thank you so much. So that's called a good evening.
Thank you.
Yeah, my dear, go ahead.
This is a good friend, Sherry.
Okay.
Sherry, I join from this is Sherry. We're going to respect this.
Thank you for joining us, Sherry. Go ahead, my dear. Oh, Sherry, go up the line. Keep your calls coming. 077-285-961. Those of you also on the WhatsApp. Let me see. Oh, the WhatsApp number. I thought you already on board. Keep your calls coming also too on the WhatsApp number. But 077-285-961. What's your take on the 70-30? Yeah, the country. Don't deport me. They owe me. Let me live my life until God call me. Hello, who did they? Hey, man.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Good evening.
Yeah, brother, my name is
Okay.
The thing you see, you just people will see reality, they will say, brother, I will also, my brother, from the frying pan straight to the fire, as scripture say. But still, other people will be able to talk already for themselves. That's for all. Because they say when the person will be good, you know, when he 4 years that fly.
No,
the second year.
that one I'll just practice. That thing I'll just practice, but don't worry about that year. That year, but I'll just practice.
For the 2 year experience, still come practice again and football field.
All right. Thank you. So that's called a good evening. Well, my brother, okay, though, the AARD 70-30.
Yeah, my name is Rufus Fasuke. I'm calling from my birthday.
Okay, go ahead.
I just go carry on a two in the country here. Because the bureau you see, so anybody that can to all and they swim more. They add these people what you're talking about.
Add you, that's what it wrote you. Now they acid you. Go ahead.
People make you very the question without you don't know what to do now. I lie to you. So we just need to keep our finger crossed. That God carry on through.
Okay.
Thank you for tonight.
Thank you so much. So that's called a good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is David King, and I do join from Spenlote in the heart of the Unity Party stronghold here.
Go ahead, David.
My brother, the whole thing. Another flash. They see with 3.2 billion were coming from China, and with fly. They see with Malaysia 1.8 million were coming, billion were coming, and with fly. The same way, the 205 yellow machine came, and with fly. The 300 buses came with fly. That is how the whole China. You know how many times people will launch one thing here? How many times?
My man, now your business. All you do is support your people. So, and I business. What kind of man be doing? And I business. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Your name and from where you join us?
Yeah, my name is Solomon S. Bawar, joining you from my TV, my shop today.
Great, go ahead.
Yeah, man, really, thank you for the show. But I just want to send a little message to all Liberians that we have to be strong. Really. If we are doing little things, you should be able to hold fast to it that you will support your family.
Yeah, my brother.
Because in our show, when we depend on the government to say the government will improve the citizen life, it will not be easy for us. Yeah, very. Because all of the promises they made, it has been here and there. Up to now, there's nothing going on yet. Still, are coming out there and tell us things that really it can be.
So you not trust the 70-30? You not trust the 70-30?
I would like to be ready. This now will live when that girl will come and say that thing is come about 30 and 70%. I talk about the need support for international community. To me, I'm not going to go because it's not easy by battle for it.
All right.
But it will be
All right, thank you so much. Let me go to the WhatsApp number and take my brother Jack Aki. Jack, good evening.
Yeah. Good evening, neighbor. So I mean, I just want to appreciate Friday the opinion from you and that of President Mong. I think President Mong said it. You know, Liberia taking yourself to look like, you know, say you're there where if you get mad, the very sorry do everything for you, and then pay your school fee. You will pay your brother's school fee, pay your sister's school fee, pay your sister's. So, you know, because how can you think such a way that your national development plan you will tailor 70% of it on international donors and international partners. Matter of fact is international partners they got standard for which people access their funding. And one of those key standards are accountability. The international community want to keep putting money somewhere where you know the government invests hugely in personal comfort and what benefits the people. When you have the president who take over 1.2 million to buy a bulletproof car, and you think that why poor people the money, Maybe look around. We just ended the 2024. How many infrastructure the government ever invested into? Nothing. But who see the budget, the budget out there? 13 million for legislative, you know, or committee work. 13 million. What were they doing? Why international can waste that time for? I mean, they wrote it fine, fair enough. If you see it in black and white, it's written fair enough. That the way you see the 100 days, you know, action plan was looking, but when it came to fruition, they flourished. They talk about training, you know, or how they call 10,000 employees, you know, 10,000 employees for training. In the 40 million article about emergency budget, we talk about 300,000 to renovate buses to pull the street. We went almost 7 to 8 months before buses get bought on the street. How many NTA buses do you see running on the street? So I think the over is accurate and they need to go and rethink. In Burkina Faso today, the president there, he said he doesn't need any. I was saying the article.
Yeah, myself, I also following that, my brother, but send me that. Thank you so much, my brother. Yeah. Thank you so much, my brother. Let me take CD1 Jebo. CD1, good evening. My man, 70-30. I come into business and I need your help. 70-30.
Good afternoon to you guys from my side, state of Florida, precisely Jacksonville, United States. Good afternoon to Mo, Alice, for his tireless effort to get his time to come on the platform each and every day. I must commend him for that. Sekou and the rest, and Steve who is bereaved. Neighbor, I'm in United States of America. When I listen to Liberia news, I can get mental health. You know mental health?
I know, my brother. I know.
I mean, you traumatized in the heat, but you're working, but you're not understanding yourself. In America, why more somebody in Liberia who don't get job every day? They go playing doors bet. Young men are playing doors bet as if that the only employment in Liberia. So when government officials get job, there is all right for everybody. Then the other group go say that. Mama see Kabane go say that. Then more Ali they get job. Then the other group can then more Ali go say that they go on ratio. How we doing the whole country like that? So that only 7 people that job for there. So
yeah, my brother.
I start calling the video because
yeah, thank you, my brother. Don't be stressed up. Oh, they consider how we used to. Hey, my brother, thank you. We're not looking at water to us.
I'll tell you, man, pray.
Thank you, my brother. For all we can pray every time. We pray though, the God of our God, we pray. This quarter will be our last quarter, then we'll cross over to the team so that we can go home. Hello?
Yeah, good evening, neighbor.
Yeah, my brother, good evening.
Okay, my name is Momo Soni. I'm calling from Corwell.
Go ahead.
I'm so happy that I got through tonight. But the issue of whether this government, the agenda that they have, whether it's going to succeed. Well, for me, I don't want to doubt it, and I don't want to believe it. This country, we are between doubt and belief. So that is where I am. As far as I'm concerned, just as other caller has stated, I think one just need to focus on how you can survive until the day Jesus come by. and to save the country, but nothing, nothing will go anywhere.
Yeah.
The next government said to come,
Yeah,
the next government said to come, they come with Google talk to us. When they get there, then they come, maybe that only be 2080, you know, we don't know. So that area,
Every time when you talk about no hope, tear can really drop from my eyes because I know what some of our what part during the wartime, you know, they kind of more struggle and because of politics, because of politicians, they brought war, all kind of thing. But Mark, we're back. Every time I hear how people talking about no hope, I can feel so terrible, I feel so bad because I know what they went through. But Mark, go ahead. We gotta go. We got about 5 minutes to go.
That's the consequences for election. That's what I love about democracy. You make your choices and you live by the consequences of the choices. If our people, we would say on the show all the time, if we cannot do something different, then we'll keep getting the same result. Look, there are options in Liberia. We got tons of options. We just use a whole different metrics when it comes to leadership. And the people who are milking the system, like I said, they will always want to keep it that way because there's nothing but a total mockery. Can you imagine if you read a document, you get a government fiscal affairs office saying that they are projecting that the GDP of Liberia will grow by 37%. My brother, do you know what it takes to grow a country's GDP by 37%? So that what they're telling you. But anyway, it's still a hope that they're giving you hope that you should just get on your knees and pray that over time. And you know who they're counting on? Apart from the private sector that literally does not exist because I don't know how many people employed in the private sector. They are talking about civil society, development partner, and they are counting on people in the diaspora. So maybe the Boga administration is about to start taxing us Liberians that live overseas to be able to meet this particular goal because realistically, it's not even possible. I don't know whether that magic, maybe Joseph Boga got some magician within his government that will flip the script and turn things around. But I know logically, from an economic standpoint, from an a logical standpoint, this thing is nothing but a mockery. Like Brent is like an insult. Maybe it's almost like you cannot say your timetables, and you want me to believe that you can solve calculus. That's just why it is. $8.3 billion with a B. Are you serious? How? Your first year, how much you allocated to the whole public sector investment program? Out of a budget of 735 million, I think only 53 million, if I'm not mistaken, 53 or 58 million, somewhere around there. Everything go to lawmakers, incentive, everything go to traveling expense, private jet.
Oh, you imagine 707,000.
Yeah,
707,000 just to investigate other report. What? No.
You want to tell me that 103 individuals can consume more than 25 to 30 million dollars on average, and you're telling me that you're going to make an investment or an idea that costs 8.3 billion? Come on, you can buy that nonsense. For you, the Joseph Boga praise singer, I guess he just showed you guys something for you to be happy about. But there's nothing but an insult to your intelligence. They believe that you are so dumb that you fall for anything because they know that this is not going to happen. That's why they're telling you to hope. And they are counting on the development partners to come up with 70%. Matter of fact, who does that? Who count on that partner? If you got a grand idea, you say you want to do something very, very unprecedented, and you expect the international community or international partner to come up with 70%. It almost like somebody gave you $7 out of every $10, but the government with the idea itself telling you that in the next 5 years they will come up with at least the 30%. And the 30% is not even a guarantee. Maybe let's call it quick for today. I think we'll cover the ground. Sorry for coming late.
Thank you so much. And thanks to all of our followers, our viewers. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to Sekou Kana, even though he came out later on, but he had to leave because of some basic schedule. But again, that's the concept. My people, don't give up. I know some of us will pass through during the war, and I know every time when you sit back, tears continue to roll down from your eyes because of what you're going through, continue to go through from the hands of our politicians, from the hands of people who only want to make things right, only for they and their family. At the end of the day, they manipulate the system, try to get rich at the detriment of you. But again, thank you so much. And SKTV come on tomorrow.
Don't cry. When election time comes, you go vote and make better choices. Don't cry. You don't need to cry. Crying not going to change the problem. It's not going to find a solution. Everyone, take care, bro. Night. Thanks for covering the ground.
Yes, indeed. So that's it, folks. Thank you so much. And good night from our end here. We join you. That will be on tomorrow by God's grace. I'm John Sime Bonkula. Good night.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We searching for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to serve. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The brothers giving us here and the parents from there. The work of my life with African.
I live for health.
Master.
Clever so make you I can't Sktv-Lib. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And you no money, emu aye yo. And you love emu aye yo.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and grandmother.
And I dine ya to money, and I salia ya to money, and I wanna flee ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I dine ya to money, and I salia ya to money, and I wanna flee ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget na ya to money. That's the thing, and I forget na. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and grandmother.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We searching for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to serve. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the promise my best. To work with my life with Africa. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat, San Tobacco, from Maryland, Bon County to Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.